Cowboy Roy Rogers here, preparing for the next time there's any little fire issue on the vehicle. Instead of the fire extinguisher being under the back seat again, I lifted the carpet what I could up front here where the poor thing is worn out under the mat. Check where the wires were, of course, because there's a wire going to the electric seat that it used to have. This one's not electric. And make sure there was no wires underneath the carpet right here. And there's an angle in the floor, so 3 screws in the retaining bracket. Got the fire extinguisher right there, accessible, easy. Let's see how it closes in the door. That one's pretty close. So like so. Uh-oh. May have to make a little adjustment and get it closer to the seat. I didn't get it too close because I didn't want it rattling, but I may have to move it. This seat slides pretty far forward for a passenger, so I didn't want it getting caught on a foot, somebody in and out. Not that that space generally gets used, but never know if it has to. Then the other one is back in its location. Where are we at? Inside the toolbox there. As well as good heavy gauge 2-gauge jumper cables. Those came from Tractor Supply. I got a fairly decent pair from Harbor Freight recently for less for the other vehicle because I got tired of trying to use the old light duty cheap junk little 8-gauge or even 4-gauge wire. Charge something for half an hour, still won't start. Got a canvas tarp that can also be used as a darn blanket if absolutely necessary. Got a heavy duty plastic tarp, couple safety flotation devices, vests, got flags, got a little plastic box with extra first aid kit in it, in addition to the first aid kit that's somewhere in that box, and then another old one underneath the back seat with all the gear. Got a backpack with some food, a blanket, all kind of mess back there. Dust masks, the respirators for dirty work and whatever. Supposed to be an actual gas mask somewhere in there, but good luck finding it. Got furniture pad to use as a blanket or when hauling something that needs padding. Extra pair of work boots if got to do a bunch of hiking or the ones wearing get soaked. That toolbox back there has rubber boots in it for sloppy, muddy, wet weather. Got gloves all over the place always. Rubber gloves under the seat, cloth ones somewhere, stuff like that. Just make sure you got emergency stuff in your vehicle for whatever may arise. Don't overload it so you lose 2 miles per gallon like I probably do, but I have to do breakdown repair for myself and others as well. So, but you know, have all your necessities. And you know, these cordless things, some folks carry a little cordless impact so they can pop the lug nuts loose instead of struggling. That's real nice for elder folks. For example, someone gave one to my aunt, a cousin did to help her out. This is a drill thing though. Little old cheap tool bag, since the even cheaper made ones come with that old stuff. So it is what it is. And anyhow, still haven't refilled the water can that I had to dump on there, so I gotta put tools away and at least put some tap water in it, hopefully some actual filtered water, but something's better than nothing. You know, got an orange pylon cone there. My spare tire doesn't fit to hang underneath anymore, so it's sitting over the gooseneck ball chain there so some cockawally don't decide to snatch it for their junk. Got those 3 reflective triangles that commercial vehicles have to have. inside the toolbox with all the tools and chain, and right there's a heavy-duty lift strap that I use in between chains when having to drag something, so it takes the tension. There's always ratchet straps to hold stuff down. Here's my anchors for, I think I showed folks maybe what I did for the fifth wheel plate to go in here, the assembly, since it doesn't have the original anchor plates, but that worked out pretty nice because I can put all kind of stuff on here. If I have to, I can weld more onto it or put anchors or whatever, just like I put the chains through it for holding that boom goes on it. There's some old antifreeze jugs with just good clean rainwater in one and actual antifreeze in another. I probably need to put my vise away that I stick in the extra receiver on the back. I put on the side there for a step, a vise, the winch, whatever, over beside the original receiver type hitch. I just bolted the vise on another ball hitch thing instead of having a ball in it. And there's of course the what's it, 20,000 pound or 30,000 pound capacity pintle hook. The bumper's not built to handle quite that much, but it certainly handled 5,000 or 6,000 pounds bouncing around on that, as well as using that for a chain or tow strap to drag stuff. Anyway, point is, stay aware and prepared. Take care of yourself and your neighbors. There's stuff that's not good coming at us, and if we got our heads in the sand, we may have our derriere blasted to the moon or something. Who knows? Don't let it become overwhelming, but do what you can to prepare and look out for others, and be fully aware if your family don't want to look out for themselves, they're going to come knocking on your door. So make the decision now whether to have extra or tell them to fly a kite. Bless you all.